disappear. Daddy, all I want is a moment where my heart can breathe. I may be young, but my thoughts are real. I stumble for words, but I can still feel. Mommy, if you give me time, I'll open up what's on my mind. What's on my mind? Listen to me, listen with your heart. Hear my words, hear the quiet parts. Hold my fears, guide my little steps. 'Cause when you listen to me, I become my best. Sometimes you talk at me, but not to me. Your words can give me up, not lift me up. Daddy, if I knew it's a moment where my heart can breathe. I am a story waiting to be heard. Every tear and laughter, all of it matters. Mommy, if you give me time, I'll open up what's on my mind. What's on my mind? So listen to me, listen with your heart. Hold my words, hear the quiet parts. Hold my fears, guide my little steps. 'Cause when you listen to me, I become my best. Listen to me, listen with your heart. Hear my words, hear the quiet parts. Hold my fears, guide my little steps. 'Cause when you listen to me, I become my best. Okay, split it. Whoa! Thank you so much. That was South. That was Mellifluous. That was everything beautiful. Well done. That was beautiful. If you're just joining us, it is your favorite weekend show we can do. Coming to you live from the network service of the NTA, and it's your favorite girl, Patience Eloy Abba. Today, we're unpacking the dynamics, the shifting dynamics between parents and children. Do you remember when we were growing up, when we were sign language experts? Your mother does this, and you know exactly what she was talking about. There's the way she will flick her lips, and you know what she just said to you in public. These days, if you try with your children, Mommy, what's wrong with your eyes? They don't understand. No matter how hungry you are and how tantalizing that meal is, you go out with your mother, you dare not say you want to eat, because after you eat it, it might be your last meal. That's how we're raised. But the question is, what is going on? Are the parents getting softer, or the children are getting bolder? Well, NTA Enugu will be telling us, taking us down memory lane and telling us how we were raised. NTA Enugu, take it away.
In today's society, especially in Nigeria, from birth to adulthood, intentional parenting are deeply intertwined with complex cultural, religious, and economic factors, even amidst rapid global change.
My mom is a disciplinarian. My dad also is a disciplinarian. My mom got married at the age of 13. And there's something they call ozozo in Igbo land. So that same ozozo, that is intentional parenting, if we must check it in English. She learned it there, and she came to her marriage with it. That if you look around my school, you see how clean it is. That is one of the things that my mother imbibed in me.
Older generation of Nigerian parents often rely on age-long practices as a template for child parenting.
There are a series of corporal punishments in those days. So many of them, uncountable. It depends on the degree of their offense, determines the punishment that we follow up. So sometimes we'll be asked to kneel down. You wash plates from now till the next 1 week. Of course, it really shaped me to what I am today.
These practices typically emphasize a blend of stern discipline aimed at producing resilient, respectful, and strong individuals.
When a child does anything bad now, instead of the mother punishing the child, giving him the punishment that will correct him or her not to do it again, he start to papa that child, he say, mommy's dad, mommy's give the child the nicknames, and they carry the child and say, my child, don't cry, don't do this. Next time, the person will do more than that. Do you know that all these things, some of them lead to these armed robbers, criminals, because they say charity begins at home.
For generations, the mantra was clear. Children must be seen and not heard. This belief was a cornerstone of traditional discipline until now.
That is what we notice these days. Yes, mommy, I ate the fish. You told me to tell the truth, and I have told you the truth. Say I'm sorry. It's okay. We'll go back to the teacher.
Why is the whole place littered? Why is look at the teacups you used to eat since morning. Why are they still here?
They cannot do these things now.
Who are you as a child to argue or to say something? What kind of point do you think you will raise when your father will be talking and your mother will be talking to you and you say you want to make a point? What kind of point? Who taught you that? Okay, of course, you will receive the worst beating of your life.
Part of the things that we
To an extent, this traditional disciplinary approach still resonates with some modern parents. However, children of the current generation view this idea in a dramatically different perspective.
Parents feel like flogging their children is the best way to discipline them. But I feel like flogging the children are not animals, and flogging them will only make them more scared of their parents. They will not be able to open up to them. But if you're able to sit down and talk to your children, that it will be better than flogging them. They'll be able to speak to you.
How can one draw the line to ensure discipline instills character without causing trauma?
It worked for the people in the past because they believe that bringing up a child or training a child is a job meant for everybody, not just for one person. Because when you are here, you cannot be here and be there. You cannot be in the office as a father and in the marketplace as a mother and be in the school and be in some other places. So, but if you have a kind of open heart, you know that adults in other places, once they see anybody, any child messing up, they equally have the duties to handle the person very well so that the person will be a better person tomorrow and useful to the country.
Amanda,
In light of the continual evolution of the times, it is becoming safer and more effective for modern parenting in Nigeria to adopt a more balanced approach that emphasizes respect, resilience, and respect.
Okay, that was our show opener in terms of packaging our package for today, talking about the evolving relationships between parents, guardians, and these young ones. You can't imagine the narrative that was happening behind the scene. We went down memory lane to imagine where we're coming from and compare it to where we are now. But of course, we told you earlier that sometimes, in spite of the fact that the community and the guardians were resisting the amazing relationship we have with the young ones around us. Well, one of our guests is here and his profile is ready and we can't wait to hit our discussion. He is Honorable Abdul Hamid Oladipupo Ali. His profile is now.
You're welcome to Weekend Deal, Honorable.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're
We
welcome.
can do family.
Great to have you.
It's really fun, being with you. It's fun seeing you on here.
Oh.
So I'm happy to be here today.
Oh, pleasure is all ours.
Yeah.
Pleasure is all ours.
Good morning.
So let's
Good morning,
get, let's get this show started, this conversation started.
Yeah.
Tell me, growing up, like we're sharing, like Thelma was telling them some of the things we went through where they will beat you. There's the way you front after they beat you, get another beating for frowning for the beat that they beat you. It's time for you to start smiling. So everything was timed. Tell me some of the fond memories you remember growing up, some of the things your mother did that, let's just start from there.
Let me start with this very funny one, which I thought I did something very great.
Okay.
My dad of blessed memory were trained that whenever anybody gives anything to us,
Yes.
you have to show before,
Yes.
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 So there was this day, I think we got our report sheet, and I did very well. So there was this man who happens to be, he owns a shop in our house. So when he came, he saw my
Your result.
He said, oh, you did well. He gave me money. Then I went and I bought snacks.
Without showing mommy or
Started
daddy.
trending.
Hey!
By the time my dad came, in fact, I was still eating when he came. I was like, but did I not pass?
This is my win.
I'm telling you, it was something else.
Yes.
In fact, since then. But the good thing is that is equally impacted.
Yes.
In the way we are bringing our children up now.
Yes.
Despite the new age. Then I could also remember a particular scene where my report sheet was altered. In those days, sometimes we had to go to our teachers' houses to assist them, laundry and all what have you.
Sweeping and all.
So, and in some cases, the teachers would give students the report sheets to record. So there were errors on my report sheet. It was altered. When I took it home,
He's still laughing on it.
my dad just picked a red pen. My dad, he was not a teacher. And he put question mark and said, return it to your teacher.
Wow.
Then the teacher was like, who is this? Why do you have to? Then my dad went with me the following day. So what are you trying to teach the children? If there was any error, prepare a new one.
Yes, clean.
But how do you want me to know that is the child that committed this or error from you?
Yes.
That was the kind of training we had.
Indeed.
That moral upbringing
Indeed.
and he would tell you one of his children will go and sleep past the night outside. No matter what.
Yes.
Even if there was an occasion,
The sleepovers.
you will not. You will not.
They didn't do sleepovers.
You will not. And my mom on her part, sometimes women will want to be protective.
Oh, yes.
But she will tell you, do not let your father hear. The moment you hear that, do not let your father hear. The next thing is.
Yeah.
So these are some of the instances, I could rightly remember.
Nice. And you know that in spite of the fact that sometimes our parents were hard, we never doubted that they loved and cared for us.
Yes.
Like I said earlier, it behoves us as parents and guardians to strategically unlearn some old patterns in our best interest.
Yeah.
Because everyone is desirous of having a good relationship with their wards. Okay, I remember, Patience was saying behind the scene that when your mother gives you this eye, you know what it means, and we did know. It's like all mothers, even the quiet mothers, knew how to give that eye. You must eat. You will never be the first to take food at a party.
Yeah.
And nowadays, you do that for your kids. They know what you're doing. You even told them from home, and they will open up and say, across, mommy,
what's wrong with your eye?
it's like, you are blinking so often. Okay, but I did say earlier that amidst the fact that we know that patterns are changing, sometimes we resist. We resist because we believe that if we drop our guard totally, we may not be able to impact on our children as our parents did.
Yeah.
So in your coming with your expert analysis from your parents, what you see now, and how you know sophistication to be partnering with modernity in our day, what ought we to do? Because we want to strike a balance.
Yeah.
They say spare the rod and spoil the child. We don't want to spare the rod, but we don't want to overly use it. How ought we to do it?
Yeah, I think the first thing is that both parents should have understanding on how to build their home.
Yes.
That is a major thing, because the issue we are having, even this digital issue, starts with the home.
Indeed.
Despite what we are saying, a home that is that the parent speaks in one voice,
Yeah.
you will never see them. You will still have some children, despite the digital age, they are cautious of the way they were brought up.
Yeah.
They will tell you, not minding whatever they are doing with you as their parents, you know, but out there they are conscious of that home.
Indeed.
They tell you, no, I was not brought up this way. I will not join them to do this. And if they have issues, they call their parents to ask, what do I do? So I said the problem belongs to that of the parents, in the sense that if a parent, for instance, if a father is saying, no, this is the way. See, the moment you are married, the two families, what you learn while growing up and what she learned while growing up have to come. You have to pick to build your own home. And in most cases, the responsibility is that of the father, because he's the head of the home. The father has to decide, this is how my home should be. You understand? It is when that is lacked that you start having problem. Or when he says, okay, this is how my home, you said every family has a norm. This is my family norm. One of my family norms is that you don't sleep out. One of my family norms is that you don't take my children out and I won't have access to them. So if you have such an upbringing, no matter what, you want to fight it, that no, this should not happen. So, like we said, one, you should design a norm for yourself, for your family, for your home. Let your wife know that I'm not going to take this. This is not part of this home. Let the children know that this is not part of this home. The fact that the next door does it doesn't mean that you have to take it. That's why we have different names. What Ali can take,
Ezuberu
may not take it. You understand? That doesn't mean that they are not living a life, a good life. But you live by your norms and you go by it, strategically, that, oh, this is my home, and you stand by it. So it is when we start lacking in that aspect, not protecting our norms or not even identifying our norms. That is why our family norms, rather, that's why you see different things coming in.
But I know something that I know when we got into trouble when we were younger, and my dad was about to bring out the different instruments he had to bring sanity to a situation. Sometimes mom was able to intervene.
Yes.
So in spite of, so it's not saying that the mom stepping in is going to diffuse the father's,
In those days.
So how ought the mom to step in?
Yes, in those days, mom's intervention in those days still goes in line with the family norms.
Yes.
She only intervenes to cushion the effect of... See, I started publishing at the age of 16. I became the youngest publisher in Nigeria.
Wow.
My dad would tell me, I sent you to go to school. See, this is a very funny one. I remember when I started, and I started writing at the age of 14 to family columns and all what have you. And at a point, I requested to own a column of my own. Late May Ellen Ezekiel of blessed memory said, "Oh, so you are too young. Akagwe Aduba, Dele, Momodu, they were our mentors. So you are too young to own a column." I said, "Oh, if I were too young to own a column, then I'm going to start a magazine of my own."
What?
Wow.
Then at age 16, I published Moral Mag then, and it was the then Minister of Information of Blessed Morales Akele. When he saw it, he came to the launching.
Wow.
So I became the first teenage publisher in Africa.
Wow.
And I've never done any other thing in my life outside publishing. You understand? Why I'm coming is that my dad at that time was like, he initially gave me support. He gave me support. When he saw that this is about affecting my studies, my principal then of Ansar High School was like, "Oh, this boy is giving us pride. So he organized a lunch for my magazine, invited our colleagues, and from there I was rising. Youngest publisher, I became a superstar and all what have you. It's because it was not in music. If it were into music entertainment, you know, the name would have been heard more.
And if social media, we had social media then.
You understand?
For blow, last.
Yeah. But what I'm now saying is this, is that during this period, when my dad started saying that it was affecting me, he gave me time. Once you go out, by 8 o'clock, she must be in.
Home.
Sometimes 8 o'clock, I was still after people that I wanted to sponsor my magazine. Then my dad was like, okay. I said, I'm going to stop you from this. Yes, I've encouraged you, because he even, at that time, his society supported me. And you know what my dad did? He went to meet my school principal. At that time, I wrote a poem for Miriam Babangida, and I was almost coming up. And he met my principal. I said, Principal, I sent my child to come and school, not to be promoting school. You understand?
Yeah.
That was the level of that discipline at that time. And so what we are saying is that insist on your norms.
Yeah.
When mothers come in that time, they come to cushion that effect. Okay. But these days, you see that when a father is saying, this is my family norms, you see the mother saying, no, this is how we're going to do it. Okay. Then from that, the children are having
conflicting,
okay. So,
okay. Thank you so much. That was very, very, very interesting and insightful. Like I keep saying, I was saying before, I didn't even know I had mental health until I was a certain age. I knew I had health. No. But you see, the way these children these days, everything is affecting their mental health. I didn't know about mental. They beat you, you recover, you move on.
Yeah.
But these days, children are born with extra mental health. Anyway, Emeka will be telling us about the wounds we don't see. You know, in parenting and in bringing up our children, there are some wounds and some hurts that we never see. Yeah. Emeka will expose them to us right now.
The early relationships and customs a newborn is exposed to begins in the home, the first place that nurtures a child. Values and character of a child's family interactions are carried into public. The home is a product for society. A growing youngster's mind is fed with the appraisal of words from parents, whether affirming the child's actions, opinions, and physical attributes or talking down. Absence of quality time between parents and children erodes bonding, and a pleasant relationship becomes far-fetched.
Listen, no go better for Nosa. Amen. As Nosa carry my name, they deceive girls. You carry my restaurant, they do your thing. Go need that for Nosa.
There is the tendency for parents to demand disciplined children. When bonding is compromised for discipline, or discipline compromised for bonding, a child may not have balanced emotions, and this will reflect the family. A training approach with a habit of comparison of siblings in the struggle to make a point could have a negative outcome.
Fine girl. Why you make
Many thoughts and dissatisfactions are never shared in the family. They become the wounds we don't see.
Men, now so then they do.
The conservative nature of the Nigerian culture, although communal, but yet it is a culture with low affection. When children begin to interpret parental desires as harsh and uncalled for, they may toe the path of rebellion. When they begin to adopt a culture of fulfilling all righteousness for the sake of parents becomes a norm in them, building up confidence required for decision-making is lost. Here in Nigeria, some conversations between parents and children are culturally unheard of.
You are looking for boyfriend, isn't it, sir? But you know, that's why I break it. Break all your bones to pieces there. Put them outside. I'm talking for you.
Mommy, you know me now. That one is not possible. Me, no, sir.
What do you mean?
The neglect of an ideal relationship between children and parents creates a vacuum in a child. Some take to vices to find succor. Some join groups hoping to find validation. Parents are not different either. They dwell in the feeling of unimportance and neglect. The entire family is losing. A home with an ideal parent-child relationship triggers mentorship, with children initially learning and picking up tendencies emulated from parents. One thing that is certain is that a parent who brings an offspring into the world hopes for the best affinity. parents-children relationship continues to evolve.
All right, let me talk to parents and children. I'll start with parents. Parents, listen to your children. They are a future generation. Give them the right foundation and give them sound education. Parents, guide them with compassion, not with anger or frustration. Show them the love they can hinge on and shape them with all dedication. Parents, speak with hesitation. Let them express their emotion. Give them the room for expression and help them build strong foundation. Finally, parents, be their inspiration. Don't dismiss their expectation. Let your love be their assurance and lead them toward restoration. Now, children, listen. Children, listen to your parents. Because of you, they are present. They speak from years of experience to give you sense and some wisdom. Do not talk back at your father. Don't be wicked to your mother. Love and respect is your standard. It lifts you up like no other. Listen, pray for your father and your mother who are working to train you together. All that they do makes you stronger to give you a far better future. Now, try to make your parents happy. Help them with load that is heavy. Give them joy and acts of mercy and show them love on a daily. Now, everybody listen. Parents, listen to your children, and children, listen to your parents. We understand when we listen to build a strong communication.
That's beautiful.
Oh,
but we sang this
wonderful.
song differently.
Yeah.
Mother, pay our school fees. We are the leaders of tomorrow. Wonderful.
Ostara, that was so innovative.
Yeah, that was
and
beautiful.
so on point.
Yeah.
You know, he has taken us, he's flowing with the show.
Yes,
and he's
yes,
taking us to the next
absolutely.
level.
That was
Earlier
beautiful.
on, we're able to still laugh in spite of the changing statistics and the dynamism that our children bring to every discourse today. One of our second guest has joined us. He's here. He's an old friend. Patience and I know him very well, so we'll spend some good times catching up. He is Dr. James Komolafe, Registrar and Chief Executive Officer, Institute of Behavioral Alignment of Nigeria. He's a Florida-trained child psychologist. And of course, you know, he's going to enrich our discourse. His profile is now.
You're welcome to Weekend Deal, sir.
Thank you so very much. Good to be here.
Yes,
After a while. Tema and patience.
Yes.
old friends.
Old friends. But they are young, but they are old friends.
Looking younger, brighter.
Please,
like children.
From your famous mass earlier. It's Thelma and Patience.
Thelma and Patience.
Honorable, it's not ma. You hear? That's how we do it.
You can see from their faces.
Thelma and Patience.
Thelma and Patience. In the house.
So, yeah, let's, well, you know, we talked about before, I think before I went to that break,
Yes.
I talked about how it seems as though kids are now born with extra mental health. They come out aware of their mental health. Why do you think it's so? Is it the influence of internet? Why are kids now, what are they now demanding for their space, for their rights? Mommy, I don't want this. This is impacting on how I feel, on my mental health. Why is it so? Why is it so now? It wasn't like that before.
Well, Patience, thanks for your question. To every child, whether the child is aware of or not, is woven and wired from within with a particular framework. And this framework is in potential form. And it has the good, the bad, and the ugly. And whatever the child exercises his capacity to admit and accommodate per time based on trend and what is happening around his space is going to adopt, whether good, bad, or ugly. So every child has two possibilities. One, either to be supported to weave out his nobility, or to be left to himself so that society, culture, nurture, and whatever is around him will weave out ignobility. So a child is either for nobility or ignobility, depending on the activity
What is the
of the
ignobility?
parents.
Please explain a bit in this
Good.
context.
Ignoble.
A child that is ignoble is born by parents, father, mom, and then just allowed to live. You pay school fee. John, have you eaten? Have you taken breakfast, dinner? And all you're doing is just to keep the status quo of being parents. You are never bothered about the mental health, the emotional health, the physical. You are only relating with what you know and what you can see.
Provision.
Making provision. You are making available what he needs to just take care of his body, look nice, and bear the family name and all that. When, like my brother said, the family culture, the boy knows nothing about it. So every child is a dual triangle. The triangle of nobility is one, and the triangle of ignobility is another. Now, what is the triangle of ignobility? Let me start from there.
Okay.
The first triangle, necessary triangle for which every child comes to the world with. At top of it is value system. On the right base of it is virtue.
Virtue.
And on the left base of it is vices. So every child comes out with that. That's why even the wisdom book says foolishness is woven in a child, but a rod of correction will drive it out. That doesn't mean physical cane. No. You need to look at the framework of that child, mentally, emotionally, physically, and even spiritually, because they are all speaking. Speaking and resonating within the child to the outside to say, please, I need help in these areas. So when you give birth to a child and all he comes to hear and see is about mental health, he thinks all the world around him is just mental health. You sneeze, he will say, Mom, don't you think that sneeze will affect my mental health? And everything is just collocated within that. No, there are 4 coordinates for a child. And every child born into this world is a star. And if you are a star, it means you are meant to find your own place and pitch. And then from there you begin to shine. But that stardom will not come out until the parents take up the responsibility to steer and to change ignobility to nobility.
Wow.
And what must be done? You look at value at top of the triangle to say, okay, what is the family value system here? If you don't stand for something, you fall for everything. So what do you hold as a family? For example, my own name is Komolafe. And Komolafe, by translation, means the one that teaches children to be social. So I teach the children of men and children of God to find their fullness. That is the socialization of it. So very critical. You pull out the value construct. One, and then what are the virtues you build around this value system? You push them in. And then at the other side, what are the vices woven in this child? You crush that one. When that is done, nobility comes out. And then that's the first triangle. The second triangle is now the child.
But let's hold the second triangle.
It is from there you start performing responsibility.
Okay.
Interesting.
Dr. James in the
Another
house.
masterclass, Thelma.
You have to come to school.
Okay, good one. We'll talk about your QR code.
Yes.
But I want to hear a little bit from Honorable Abdul Hamid. He has spoken very eloquently. And even though many of us have not put it out as clearly as he has spearheaded, they are not words or attitudes we're unfamiliar with.
Yeah.
We know the word values, we know about virtues, we know about vices, and we know in our time, like I was saying earlier, when you see all the instruments for bringing sanity to your behavior on the table, you fall into place. You know, in these days, we don't so readily use all those instruments, be it cane, be it ruler, be it reed, be it hanger, be it... In fact, I don't think any home has koboko right now. No, but it was in so many... We had different colors in the wardrobe way back. Okay, but let me ask you now. Your child is staring from the norm. Of course, you have, with your attitude and with your parental knowledge and your manageability, you've been able to let that child know value and virtue are where we want to enforce. These vices, let's play them down. But children oftentimes will be children. Your child disappoints you by doing something, let me use the word, very strong. Some children can even get suspended. What is the first step to take? You are upset. You are disappointed. In times past, it won't be kneeling down. As you are entering from the gate, you'll be designed. But tell me now, in this day and age, because it still does happen, and we don't want that child to tell me, Mom, I'm traumatized. Dad, you've just destroyed my mental health. Or the child will just walk right out and go nowhere. Like you even said, night out in those days was, don't even bring it up. But tell us now, so what do you think, in your own opinion, are the first 3 critical steps to take to ensure that we don't have a permanent break?
Yeah, like I correctly mentioned, I think it still has to do with the foundation. To me, foundations is everything. Yeah, foundation. If the foundation is weak, you can't build anything on it.
You can't discountenance peer pressure. No, but don't discountenance strong peer pressure.
I'm coming to that. You know, strong peer pressure, as it could be, someone who has that virtuous foundation, like he rightly said. You see, he analyzed it. You know, he has come to give professional
expertise and knowledge.
You know, so to the angle we are talking about, you know, we are not professionals, but we in our layman, but he came to give, you know, so virtues, values, and vices. You see, no matter how much peer group is setting in, before peer group starts to set in, the child would have been certain age, maybe in the teenage days, adolescence, for instance. Before it gets to that stage, a child that has good moral upbringing, that you have discovered the talent in him or her, the star, like he said it all, that every child is a star. Everybody, every human being is gifted spiritually, you know, and what have you.
You have something.
So as you are growing, it depends on how you are tamed. Then you start deciding where you want to go. So no matter the peer group, which starts at certain age, maybe in most cases at adolescence and what have you, a child that has that foundation,
yes, I agree.
that the values, the norms of the family, this is where we men have more work to do. But if you are a man and you don't believe that your family norms is important to you, then you take everything that comes. So what I'm saying in essence is that by the time the pressure, the peer group pressure wants to set in, but no, I'm not saying you are missing. I will say you are wanted. And once I say he's wanted, I'm going to paste his picture all over the internet. Do you know that in that same evening,
he walked in?
No, the people that he was with, who say, your dad can do it. Oh. They pushed him out, and he could not come home directly. He went to meet a senior person in the society to come with him. And that man had to invite me and say, oh, this is the way you have raised your son. If I have not raised him with those virtues, with those values
from the beginning,
he will not know. He will not. He will just say yes. If he's going to do it, let him do it.
Or he would have strolled in alone. Going to an elder shows quite a lot.
You understand? So it's the way you bring up your child. So the foundation matters as far as I'm concerned.
I think basically it's good to just teach these children, because even if they veer off, somehow those things you teach them have a way of redirecting me back to the straight line.
Yes.
I think that's what I've gotten from all this. It's very important that so now, Dr. Komolafe, tell us about the QR code.
So Vita, what Uncle Honorable just said now is quite about
please, Dr. James, Uncle and Honorable, pick one.
I don't understand.
Pick one.
Honorable.
You know, he's a respected uncle, doing so pretty much in that terrain. And what he just said now is so critical that parents must go back to the basis. So the PRO code is just an assessment that tells you as a parent how far so far with parenting. Emotionally speaking, physically speaking, mentally speaking, intuitively speaking. We need to be able to sit ourselves down to see where we need to cross our T's and dot our I's as far as taking care of these children is concerned. Otherwise, gross lopsidedness. Charity till tomorrow begins where?
At home.
Never in the market or in school.
No.
We go to those
At
schools
home.
and they tell us, doctor, if the parents will fail in their own responsibilities and think they can just throw them at us, they get what they want. So it's so vital, and that's why we made it free for everybody who cares. Take this form, scan it, and then score yourself. Be very objective. How well are you aware of your child's friends? 8 over 10. Oh, I know his friends. How well are you aware of what he surfs on the net? You score yourself. How well are you aware what he does behind closed doors? How well are you aware of his behavior at school? Some of those details we don't look at, and we just feel, I paid the school fees, he's feeding well, I give to him the niceties of life. And the only thing he knows and grapples with is the mental health. So any small thing, he talks mental health. Even when his emotional variable is a disrepute. And so we have many parents. In fact, in one of our works we did some years ago, we told schools that there are 21 critical errors loving parents inflict on their children unknowingly. And on the opposite, there are also 21 errors loving children inflict on their parents unknowingly. So who bridges the gap and find harmony? And that's why you must take that assessment and see your own portrait and know where to shift ground. Because to say, oh, let's build this, let's build that. How do you build on a foundation
that is shaky,
that is warped, that is in deficit? You say in our house, we have a very big GP tank. It can take 50 billion gallons but it has 2 loopholes that drains. Over time, you are going to forfeit the whole content of that container. So why not we go back to the status quo and see the gaps, the loopholes, and the vacuums in these children vis-a-vis our relationship with them, one, and then responsibility towards them on the other side, so that we can have a bridge.
Okay, before you go...
It is from that nexus we can say,
yes,
raise this child.
I agree, but
otherwise,
again, yes,
you are throwing him out to the society.
Wonderful. There are some parents watching you now whose children, there's a question Thelma asked, I still want to bring it up.
Good.
A child is already bad.
Yes.
How do we, practical, not academic.
I do that every day.
Empirical formula thinking.
I'm a child therapist.
Yes.
I handle cases.
Should we talk to the child, beat the child? Please, what do we first do? Love the child or deal with their mental health? What should we do?
You need the permission of the parents to carry out your work.
Imagine that he's your child. Parents are watching you.
Correct.
Yes, I want to hear. Yes.
I just cast idea model on the child.
Okay, tell us.
Identification. What is the issue with this child? And as a therapist, I know what to do to be able to bring out, in fact and figures, numbers and behavior, what exactly the issue is. That is identification.
Okay.
I'm going to get the what, the why, the who, the where, the when, the how, and the harvest it has brought to his life at that moment. That's letter I. Then
sorry,
D.
Just a minute.
Yes.
You know, your tone is like you are in the classroom. Okay. But I know when you're talking with a child, you're going to change your tone.
You are asking me about parents.
No, I know. Just a minute.
Definitely.
In what manner? Because nowadays, just to still, we're going to ask about soon, but to still buttress, because everything is important now. It hinges on the way we take this information. Once you call your child now and your tone is sounding, they know that is going to, it's not roses.
You have to play down
and
connect with the child first.
That's what
you don't come from error.
That's what I want to hear.
You say, oh, this, you know you do this, but as a therapist, you identify, then you define, definition, then you evaluate, and then apply. Once you use idea,
tell us about the definition.
The definition. Good. When you identify, it gives you what could be. Across the space of that child. When you now define, you are able to pick from the what you have on ground to say, this is it. Based on what I am seeing and the information before me, this is it. Not this, not that. You are able to cluster and separate the wheat from the chaff. And say, okay, this is the good side of this child, this is the bad, and then you give that one a frontal attack by focusing on it. As you look at the good, the bad, and the ugly, the child definitely will tell you why he's doing it.
Okay.
So you now take it down the line to say, okay, let me show you.
The manner is
although you are saying this is good for you. In fact, what I do in my own space, I draw a tea table, the good and the bad. List for me all the goodies you are enjoying doing this. And then what are the bad? And usually your guess is as good as mine.
Yes.
He may struggle to list just 3 good and then 15 bad. And I will say, judge this yourself.
Okay.
So you see such children break down in tears and crying to say, I'm really enjoying myself and I don't know this. So you are working on his emotion to be able to help his mental health.
The so-called mental health.
The so-called mental health. And then you bring him back. So in doing so, you are able to help him discover, develop, and deploy his personal framework.
Yes.
For which the parents can now start building and molding the superstructure to say, okay, this is the child we have, and this is the child we want, and this is the child we are raising. Not just you throw everything at him and said, he will grow, he's a child. Leave him, he will grow. No. At age 7 to 8, your child is internally frameworked. At age 7 or 8. So the issue of wait until he becomes a teenager, a young adult, is damage control you are doing.
Okay, Dr. James, we'll come back.
So parents must framework their children.
Framework your child.
The thing sounds like you say, a master class, but a master class, even the language you are using and even the terminology, it is going real deep. I still want that holistic, homely, because
Good.
your tone, automatically your child already knows what is
Where you are
coming.
going
They
to
put
talk-
up this stiff, but we're coming back to that.
yeah.
For now, we're going to Asaba. They are itching to get into the discourse.
Great.
Where his father, child knows his place. But nowadays, maybe we're partnering with the children too early or whatever. I do know that for some reason, some balls have been dropped because parents love their children, children love their parents, but in some situations, there's still a gap. NTA Asaba wants to share with us now what happens when love causes hurt. NTA Asaba, please share.
What are you doing outside? I'm talking to you, you are pressing your phone. Are you not supposed to be doing your mommy's job that is assigned to you?
Who cares?
What did you say?
Who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah.
Okay.
In many homes, parents and children hurt each other, not intentionally, but through words and actions that leave emotional scars. Parents often feel unappreciated after years of sacrifice, wondering if their efforts still matter.
Every parent suffer pain when it comes to their children, most especially when it gets to as simple as the child telling you, "Daddy, you don't understand me," because discipline goes two ways and it hurts two ways. When you discipline your child, trying to correct them, it hurts you as a parent. And also the child who received the discipline will also see it probably as wickedness and is also hurt. So it is a general thing that happens to everyone. You will always see something that your child has done or something that is not going the way you expect it to go, and it pains you.
Children, on the other hand, carry their own pain, feeling judged, misunderstood, or controlled by the very people they love. Between expectations, silence, pressure, and rebellion, emotional distance grows.
Clean this place up for me, please. Thank you. What did you say? You cannot do what? Give the phone to me.
Now, when children grow, their character changes. And as parents, you expect something from a child while they grow. And probably they're not giving you that exact thing you're expecting. And at the end of the day, you feel bad. Then dreams. As a parent, you give up your dream for your child, expecting them to do better than you. And at the end of the day, you see them not even meeting up to the expectation, not even meeting up to you yourself, your standard. The pain gets too much. You see, a father who loves his child so much decide not to eat so that the child eats, wears old clothes so that the child can look presentable, and at the end of the day, that child is not meeting up to expectation. The pain, even though you love the child, is so unbearing.
Oh, you teach me. Oh.
Parents love their children. Then, at times there's purpose or reason why they will come at crossroads, cross their paths. And when that occurs, the children or the parents will fall apart. But later on, they can still come together.
Parents see independence as disrespect. Children see concern as control. Healing begins with empathy, listening before reacting, acknowledging feelings, reducing blame, and creating space for honest conversation.
See your child as your friend, not as a subordinate. See your child as your own, your blood. They came out from your loins. You are not just an authority over them, but see them as someone you can discuss with, someone you can dialogue with. When a child is able to speak to the father, he will not hide anything. So when the child is going astray, he will tell you, "Daddy, look at what I have done." And you'll be able to correct that child in love.
Every parent wants appreciation. Every child wants understanding. When both sides recognize each other's pain, reconciliation becomes possible
and love becomes stronger than hurt.
We are happy family with a big heart. I make it lovely to you. Will you say you love me? I love you.
Just a conversation. Imagine a conversation between a parent and a child. The child starts, I know I don't always get things right, but I'm trying to understand your world. Sometimes your dealings and rebukes are harsh, but I know they're filled with nothing but love. It may not seem like I'm paying attention, but I'm listening to your heart. It may be hard to understand each other, but it shouldn't keep us apart. I know you love me, I know you care for me. I don't take it for granted. I know you hear me, I know you look out for me. Please just know I get it. It's just a conversation. Oh, yeah. The parent goes, I know I don't take it easy on you, but I'm trying to make you someone in life. I know that we are separate worlds apart, but I'm sure we'll come to reconcile. Right from the day that I heard you cry in my arms, I knew I had to be there for you. Yeah, I made a vow to myself and to the Most High, I'll shape your life for you. Oh, you know I love you, you know I care for you, and I don't take it for granted. Yeah, I may rebuke you, but I'll be there for you, and I hope you get it. It's just a conversation.
Prospero. Woo! And you know, we've also learned here from one of our regular performers, King Fudge, music is another fantastic medium to communicate with our children. Sometimes when discourse fails, you just go and sit beside them and just be playing music. Because in spite of the fact that we're learning here, we've applied. Sometimes in a day you can use 10 different strategies just for one child. People like patients that have 25 kids, I don't know how many strategies they need to employ on a daily basis. And sometimes music is a very good communication tool.
Good therapy.
And a good tool. Once you start laughing over her favorite entertainer, you've broken the ice and she's less upset. But let me take a few messages. Thank you, our highly esteemed viewers, for reaching out. I know that this conversation impacts everyone. Someone says, greetings to the entire house. You're doing a fantastic job. Personally, I've learned a lot from you all. However, as an expert, is Dr. Komolafe going to use this same energy or tone with a child at home? And secondly, as a writer, I would appreciate it greatly if our legendary writer in the house will send me his direct contact. I'm in need of a mentor. Ooh, a person good heart. Mentor. You know what a mentor is going to do? He's going to traverse all those paths quickly with your assistance. Good one. And it's my dream to learn from one of the best. His name is Tehemen Aondaka. He's Patience's brother. Teheme Aondaka. Good one. That was so, in fact, that's so amazing. So, of course, they are willing, will send you what you need. And Emmanuel from Ebonyi says, I always learn a lot from Weekend Deal. I can't stop watching it. Good, because if we are changing society, we are happy. As we often say, it takes a village. Before patients will come back to Dr. Jane, let me ask you, Honorable Abdul Hamid. We grew up with this phrase, it takes a village, and our parents didn't have to say it takes a village. We knew. Because if you did something, I remember one time I was mischievous and I didn't want to go to the front door. I was playing games in the window and my head hung inside the, what do you call it, the protector. And that was my third time. My father and my mother had warned me quietly. I knew that the third time was going to elicit those instruments. I was like, oh, well, why now? Anyway, good a thing for me, amazingly that day, my mom came at an earlier time and she was able to get community support to remove the protector, save my head and my neck, and fix it back. Before, if my father had returned and protector was on the ground, those instruments would have touched different dimensions that day. But where am I going in this conversation? I'm talking about times when, in this day and age, you know, how we marry ancient traditions and cultures with modern sophistication and utilizing that it takes a village narrative. Neighbors and cousins and aunties could intervene before, but you told us earlier how your neighbor came to tell you, return your son's phone, and you said, are you the one helping me too? In times past, we did it and parents accepted it freely. Honorable, that's for you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Like I rightly said, I'm a practically cultured person. You know, I think doctor is more of
I'm cultured. I just learned something.
But you are Florida trained.
He's Florida trained.
For Nigerian client.
You know, this is what I've discovered, right? I keep emphasizing on foundation. And what goes around comes around.
Indeed.
No matter what you do, no matter what you have instilled in your child while growing up, even at the point if it's about me or she's about going off the track, the society will naturally set in. I have an NGO, Stop Violence Against Men and Boys, and I'm going to give you 2 instances where nature has played its part. We don't believe in saying, oh, they are children of Jay-Z. This is what the children let them go. That is where we start having problems at the parents' level. Oh, don't worry, in future, things will take, Now, there was this case of a particular young guy, that I met, and it was like he approached me for an assistance. Then that thing said, let me question him further. Why are you not at home? What about your parents? He castigated his parents. Said his father is this, that. Then I sat him down. You needed an help. Okay, it's enough for me to just give you and go. But by the virtue of my NGO, we have to try and see how we can bring street boys out of the street. So I said, okay, you have this. After having had his dinner, then I sat him down. In the course of asking questions from him, he said that his dad is a journalist. So a journalist, I want to know. By the time he started talking, I requested for details of the father. He happens to be somebody that I have known.
Wow.
You see, that's how society comes no matter what you do.
Begins from
you understand? Now, I had to follow him to his father, and the father made me to understand that, no, this guy, this is what he has done over time. He has left the house, and that he has given up on him. I said, no. You have given up on him, but we are taking over. I had to go to, the boy has been sleeping under a bridge in Abuja for years. Wow. By the grace of God, for a complete 1 week, I was taking him everywhere I was going, even when the father was saying, no, he's a bad boy. I said, no, we can bring him out. As I'm talking to you today, the boy is gainfully employed. He's no longer sleeping under a bridge.
Amazing.
He's gainfully employed, and today we have been able to reconcile him with the father and the family. You see, this is somebody that has been out of home for 2 years. There is another instance of a situation where you see a parent going to change the name of the children. obtain international passport for them, remove the father's name, and forged another document to put, remove the father's name just because they are no longer together and they want to take the children out of the country. We had to take it up, we went to immigration to see what is happening. Why should this happen?
As your NGO.
As our NGO. Why should this happen? Immigration is just about 2 weeks ago, because I was on a TV program, they listened to me, they called me that they are taking over the matter.
Okay.
You understand? Change, because identity, he said it, first thing is identity. When you have changed your children's name from their father, you are trying to give them a bad foundation. Because and children that are already, they already know that they have, for instance, their surname is Ali. For instance, and they started school to know that their surname is Ali.
They all of a sudden,
you now got international passport and you change it to Ajadi
or Jibo
to say that this is what they have now. How do you want to explain to the children that?
Honestly,
you understand?
I pull the rug from under their feet.
I think a parent working together, even in a home. If parents are seen to work together, it helps the kids. But children can be very manipulative. If they know that mommy and daddy disagree, they will come to you with a story, go to daddy with another story. But if they know that we are this, see, as far as this is concerned, we are together. They will
and no matter what happens, we are speaking with
the
same
voice.
You understand?
Even from different locations.
It's very important.
So you see that most men, when they start having such problems, they want to leave the children and say, when they grow, they will know me.
But
me, I will say, no, I have to. You have to.
You're right. You're right. Let us quickly, this conversation is getting better and better, and we are learning. You see, in other climes, once a child is at times 16, 18, the parents will start asking, when are you moving out? Or are you going to share the bills with us? Are you going to be paying some of the rent and all that? But in Africa, we stay with our parents until we are comfortable enough to move out. For the girls, when they marry, for the boys, when they begin to go to school and get a job, And back in those days, a father will marry a wife for the son and build a tent or a hut for the son, and they all live in a big, happy compound. So NTA Katsina will be telling us when children should leave the home.
The child is always the pride of the parents, and naturally, the job of a parent is to prepare their children for the world, to raise them, nurture them, and ultimately help them spread their wings. But in a world of complex emotions and economic challenges, the question isn't just they'll leave, but when. And if they'll truly be ready when they do. In Katsina State, parents are rethinking their approach to child rearing, shifting from a traditional authoritarian style to one that emphasizes independence, freedom, and self-control. This change is driven by the recognition that the world has changed, and children need to be equipped with the skills to navigate its complexities.
Some children, after 12, they can stand on their own, but it depends on the upbringing. And some can still live with their parents up to 30 years, and they've not even attained that status of adulthood.
If you look at our children now, at 18 they are still, behaving like a 7-year-old child.
For generations, children are expected to follow rules without question, and questioning authority is seen as a sign of disrespect. However, this approach often leads to lack of independence, creativity, and critical thinking.
With our culture, I think we need to go back and see that, we attach value to how the upbringing of a child is being raised in a society.
Parents are now encouraging their children to take full ownership of their decisions and actions. They are giving them the freedom to make choices, learn from their mistakes, and develop problem-solving skills. This approach is helping the children develop the independence and self-reliance they need to succeed in life.
Parents believe that you cannot live there until maybe you want to get married. Because let me tell you, me, when I was going to school, my mommy followed me to my school. The first day I'm going to school, pack my load. My mom followed me to my school. I was like, Mommy, I cannot do this. I'm not my child. No, she will follow me. My mom followed me. I accept. Me coming to Katsina, if my mom can follow me from Ekiti to Katsina, my mom will definitely do that.
In a bid for youth in Katsina State to stand on their own, a new form of reorientation driven by skills and innovation is taking place. The heart of this transformation is the Katsina Youth Craft Village, a place where potential is unlocked and futures are forged. This center is a launch pad for self-reliance and economic independence. Every year, thousands of young men and women are offered a diverse range of skills, from traditional crafts to modern digital trades. The evolving parent-child relationship are testaments to the power of positive change by embracing independence, freedom, and self-control. As a result, the next generation of young people in Katsina State is poised to make a positive impact on their communities and the world at large.
That was quite interesting and engaging. We do know that every child is a blessing, but they need the adults and guardians around them to nurture this blessing to fruition so that that blessing too can continue to nurture others. As we say thank you and well done for enriching our conversation, let me leave you with this last words, Dr. Kumolafe. Someone says, is it right for a parent to curse a child even when that child is wrong? Naomi is reaching us from Kogi State.
Why would you curse a child? You are seeing the situation around your child based on the seed he ingested. If a wrong seed is planted in a child, the role of the parents is not to curse the child. You're only adding more fire to the havoc being caused. Well, in one of my works, how to keep an eye on your child, I think when we do our own part and play our critical roles towards these children, you see the good, you find it afflicting. You see the bad and the ugly. If you don't know what to do, speak up and out for help. Amazing. Don't transfer emotion.
Yes.
And then we don't talk harshly to children. I'm only talking with excitement because we're here. Come down to their level and start from their goodies. Oh, I like this, I like that, which some people say psych them up. From there, you'll be able to invade into them, play with them, and then help
and they
them
can trust you to tell you their mind.
They can trust you to just open up to you. That's what we do in therapy.
Okay,
and we have
thank you.
helped so many in that space.
Okay, thank you, Dr. James. I'm sure we'll give her your contact for those who have asked for it. Honorable Abdul Hamid, as we sign off this convo, please tell us, how do we strike a balance? In reality, sometimes we are governed by emotions. We don't want to be too harsh, so we don't bring up trauma and mental inability. And sometimes we don't want to give too much, so they become spoiled and don't know when it's time to leave home and become independent and rent their own place.
Yeah, I think this is where policies come in, you know, because we've not talked about government contributions, you know, to this all through. You'll discover that in Nigeria, for instance, there is VAP law. Behind the scene, we're talking about situation where parents would send the children to go out, that to go and fend for yourself. There is VAP law that says that you cannot alienate any child from any parents, or you can't just throw out any member of the family when he's not yet, you know. So we need to put this into use, like what my NGO did. Every other NGO could come up. That is not the family that did that. Okay. Your family, so it was not limited to a family thing, you know. And like a situation where, for instance, we talk about child identity theft the other time. We talk about assaults and whatever. These are things that constitute to children's challenges. So make use of the law. If a spouse, for instance, attacked or assaulted the other, you know, and these are the foundation that affects children. Go to any length. The laws are there. If laws are there, try to implement it to protect.
Okay, thank
you understand? So children, then those in government, like when I was aspiring for a particular office, I said my agenda for the children. So we are celebrating International Year for Women. Well, you know, how many people have been talking about children?
Okay.
Honorable, our time is fast.
Maybe next time we'll delve into that.
We need to revisit this conversation again. You know, at times I wonder, as our generation, where we don't have trust issues, because we are the generation where our mother told us, "Come, I will not beat you." Then look into her eyes, she's telling you, "Eloy, come, I won't beat you," and then you go. The rest they say is history. And we are here still trusting. It is time for Sports Summit. Mr. Godwin, take it away.
That's about the size of the show Sports Summit on Weekend Deal. My name is Godwin A. Nakana. God bless Nigeria.
I know I'm older, but I am listening to every day your little steps teach me what to do. I thought parenting was telling you the way, but loving you is listening to what you need to say. I want to be the parent that wins your heart, not force but by love that does its part. I want to guide you gently, not tear you apart, 'cause love is the key that wins a little child's heart. I won't be perfect, but I will always try to give room to grow and to ask you why. I'll take your little feelings like they matter big, and your voice won't be buried underneath mine again. I want to be the parent that wins your heart, not force but by love that does its part. I want to guide you gently, not tear you apart, 'cause love is the key to win a little child's heart. I want to be the parent that wins your heart, not force but by love that does its part. I want to guide you gently, not tear you apart, 'cause love is the key to win a little child's heart.
Oh, well done.
Sparrow, you came to make us prosper. Okay,
Amazing.
nice to have you in the house today. He's so aligned, all his deliverables with our theme, which is talking about evolving relationships with parents and children. But we've entered a new level.
Yes, so we're on the speed right now.
All
We're on the
9
speed.
motorcycle
Oh, yes.
club. Oh, wow. They are here with us today. We have the president. We have Aisha, a.k.a. Fly Girl.
Fly Girl.
Something amazing is happening, Mr. President. Tell us about it.
Yes, so Onai Motorcycle Club, Abuja, we are trying to engage at the Kuje School of the Deaf.
Oh, nice.
As, well, Onai Motorcycle Club, we're about 20 years.
20 years?
Yes. We came together in 2006, and we just came together as a group of friends. We would ride and talk, but then we decided that we should actually make this formal 3 years after that. So in 2009, we got incorporated as an entity. And what we do is we ride and we do charity.
That's amazing.
We do charity every month, every single month since we came together till date.
Beautiful.
As it, you got registered as a charity or a club?
A motorcycle club.
Yeah.
But intrinsic to who we are, outside of riding, is charity is what we do.
What you do.
So we're also an NGO.
Okay, so so let me talk to you, Fly
That's
Girl.
unique.
You know, when I see these bikers, I was just telling him, I'm so scared of them. I feel you live on the edge. When I'm driving and they pass me, my heart just keeps a beat. Boom! I'm like,
But your
these
heart is
people.
sweet.
Eh?
But your heart is sweet.
Oh yeah, okay, fine.
That's what we do.
I agree, but you know when you talk about bikers and ladies, I think they don't look this beautiful and normal. I think they don't look this. I don't know what to say. Like the girl next door, you're looking so pretty, normal, natural. I want to see one bionic looking. What attracted you to biking? You don't look like it.
first of all, I'd like to ask what do bikers look like?
I don't know. Just my mind is in my head. They look bionic.
In movies,
they look like bionic.
They're always having group fights. They're always doing something negative. So that's what we carried on
so that's
from when we're young.
A very big misconception.
Yes.
Because bikers naturally are the sweetest human
Are you
beings ever.
kidding me?
And you won't find any biking organization that does not get involved in charity or is not charitable.
Amazing.
Quote me on that one.
Yeah.
All over the world, everywhere. So the thing for me that brought me into biking was, one, the thrill for the adrenaline. I'm also a motorcycle head as well as a petrol head. I like fixing things, tinkering with things. I do that. But most importantly, it's about the brotherhood. Wow. Another thing about bikers is that no matter where you're from, what you do, your ethnicity, your religion, we're family.
How long have you been on this
riding? Close to 20 years. Okay, that 20 years is quite a long time, to experience. But talking about your charity and Kuje School of the Deaf, right?
Yes.
Now, what are those things that you think the students need there that makes you want to, help? So we paid a visit to the school, actually, to go and see how the kids were. We actually just wanted to visit the kids, and we pinpointed that they were in dire need of some things. Being vocally impaired, or being deaf, as they like to call it, your main line of communication is through sign language. And at night they don't have light. Wow. So it's as if, imagine if you had your voice and the next day you lost
for
it,
them.
and it was dark. There was no way for you to communicate. So that touched us in a very deep way, and we decided that we're going to do something about it, as well as put in poles to bring electricity to the school.
Wow.
We're also looking at revamping their solar system, so that even at night when there's no light or there's no power set up to the school, the kids can still communicate, And then also we noticed in their dining halls, they have no tables for over 600 kids.
Wow.
So they usually stand to eat. So we're also bringing in tables as well, so that they can add the bare minimum of what it takes to be regarded as a decent human being.
To make them feel loved. I want to ask you something.
Exactly.
How can people join this club? How can people join? Because I'm just looking at her. This is her fly girl jacket. It's gonna look good on me,
You're
man.
falling in love with it, right?
Okay, so a bit of knowledge here. I know you have Baron written on your jacket. You Fly Girl. These are your code names, right? These are our call signs.
Oh, call signs.
Yeah. Okay.
How does
you can go
someone
ahead
join it?
to,
Okay, thanks. How does someone come in to your club?
Well, joining our club is reasonably easy.
Okay.
Reasonably.
Mr. President says
Your voice became
reasonable.
subtle
It's
and
subtle,
soft.
and then you went
So
like
that means if you don't write,
please
you don't
let's
join,
hear
right?
him. I'm interested.
So, first and foremost is you need to ride.
Okay.
We encourage you to
We
ride.
encourage you to ride, and then you need to engage with us for a while.
Oh, okay.
Just
Get to know us.
Get to know us, so we get to know you. So between
A
3
while
to
is
6
how
months.
many months? Okay.
3 to 6 months.
6 months.
Just engage with us, see what we do. So most of the time, people, as you said, you might have a conception of who a biker is.
Yeah.
And even within the different clubs in the country,
They're different clubs.
There are different clubs. It's a spectrum from one end to another. So when you engage with us for a while, you're able to actually know whether you actually do want to join us. And we also get a chance to see you in different situations and see if we would like you to join us.
Okay.
So it's both ways.
It's a two-way thing. And you are a 30 man strong now.
Actually, we're 26.
26.
Yeah,
Okay.
26.
Okay. Do you think biking is? I know those toys. I call them toys. Are expensive. It's an expensive thing, and yes, Fly Girl. I hear that those BMWs can buy a car. Is it true? I'm trying to learn here. Tell me about it.
So most times people underestimate. You get to a place and you want to park, and you see the security say, "Oh, bikes don't park there. Move them closer to the gate." And you look at him and say, "Guy, this bike can buy that car. Two of it, probably. So yes, some bikes are reasonably expensive.
But there are some affordable ones.
Yes, there are very affordable ones as well.
For these humble civil servants who are interested, please lean towards those affordable ones.
Before I would lean to giving you a price point, I would lean towards you getting to learn how to ride.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
We're interested because we want to ride. That's the keenest thing.
Let them ride first.
It's wide open. It's time for you to start it. I mean, to start learning how to ride a bike. And I know I really appreciate this, charity that you are engaging in. And if you allow me, I say that's a reflection of the Nupe culture, ideas, and all of that. And trust me, they are both connected to
brought
the
it back to
Nupe
Nupe.
origin.
I will still bring it back to the learning.
Proudly Nupe any day.
I also feel that you could actually get across to the Rural Edification Agency, because they can actually help when we talk about bringing electricity into the school. They can help with the solar energy, which of course I know they are pushing hard to energize Nigeria in some ways. So you can actually reach out to them. I'm sure they will oblige you the favor.
Okay, thank you, Sule. There's a small montage they want to play now to tell us a little bit more about the 09 Motorcycle Club. Let's see this. It's like I get the feeling that Aisha, you're not keen on having, you're not excited about us. We say we love you, you say you don't love us.
She's going down
President,
here.
we say we love you, she said she don't love us.
So they go and learn how to ride first.
Three motorcycle reps for you, just for you.
Oh!
Even if you carry me behind, I'll be so happy.
So you're
I would love to feel that.
The grand charity is Saturday, 13th of December.
Oh.
You're more than welcome to come join us.
Okay, nice. We will come down.
Ready? Yes.
Okay, we get to see some clips. Nice. Are these activities you've done over time?
Yes, this
year?
was actually our visit, charity to a hospital is on there, and then this was a visit to the school. This is
School of the
dormitory at
Deaf.
school.
You've done quite a bit.
Yeah,
done a
and
lot.
we went to see the kids, and those are our members. Basically we try to show you that we're human, and you're more than welcome to join us, partner with
But you
us.
said that's where you come in. So who should come in? Sule, Patience, or Thelma?
All of you.
Okay, now.
All of you.
I'm feeling so
Sule
loved
has
right
played
now.
the Nupe card. Which card do we play now?
The female card.
It means we are all in already.
Let me understand something with riding. You have your normal life. I spoke with you, and I know you do have something you're doing aside riding. Where do you find time to come together to ride, and what time of the day? Or do you just say, okay, it's time for us to ride to Kaduna? Or do you go long distances or within town?
So actually, we try as much as possible to create time, which is part of what Aisha was talking about, the brotherhood. So like yesterday, we were at a brother's house where we just came together to just discuss things, including our grand charity. I actually just came in from Agulu in Anambra State yesterday afternoon, so that I could be in the meeting. A friend of mine's dad died, so I went for the burial. But I used the opportunity to ride my bike, then back. So you find those opportunities. Some weekends we just come together, we go out, we ride. But most of the time what we discuss is how to give back.
Interesting.
We do understand that we're privileged.
Time
understand.
is up. We need to go. But road and safety is also critical.
Yes, I was going to go there.
And that is
It's critical.
09
Please, let's keep pushing for that.
09 Motorcycle
December 13th
Club.
is where? Where is this grand charity?
It's happening in Kuje at the School of the Deaf.
Okay.
For more information, 09 on our Instagram at 09 Bikers MC.
We're going to check you out.
Definitely more than welcome.
Prospero, play a special number for the 09 Motorcycle Club.
It's a keyboard rev.
Na 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 na. Yeah. One love, keep us together. 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 may be shoutings and screamings. We may even disagree. There may be silent treatments, but we are still family. We may go back and forth, may be too blind to see. We may even use some harsh words, but we are still family. No matter what we go through, no matter what we see, we will still love each other. We are still family. Sing one love, keep us together. One love, keep us together. No matter what we go through, sing one love, keep us together. One love, keep us together. Mama, Papa, one love, keep us together. One love, keep us together. Nigeria, one love, keep us together. One love, keep us together. One love, keep us together. Keep us together. Keep us together.
In your living room, office, everywhere and anywhere. We